Okay, so we're back. I just needed a quick drink of water there. So, using the highlighter tool here, we're going to look at what makes this text an interesting advanced text. Okay, does your city have a famous landmark? Well, we know what this is. A really nice expression, rich cultural tradition. Okay, two adjectives here, rich cultural tradition. Or is it home to a major industry? Here we have this, we just talked about this. If something's famous all around the world, it could be a person, world renowned. Okay, not necessarily just a building or a landmark, hotel, or even a distinctive way of, okay, here's a phrasal verb. Okay, let's not forget phrasal verbs are always good to use. Okay, getting around, like London's black cabs or Amsterdam's barges. The barges are those long, thin boats that they use in the canals in Amsterdam. Perhaps it's a Mecca. Okay, a Mecca. So a Mecca is it's actually a city. My ignorance is here. I can't remember which country it's in, but a Mecca is a place that will attract a lot of people to go together. If you go to a theatre, you are a theatre goer. Musicians or party animals. Are there any party animals out there in this class? Somebody that just loves to go out dancing all the time? Okay, you're a party animal if you do. Or maybe it's just a nice place to be. Top brand cities. Well, this is okay. Cities seem to have it all. Okay, that's actually quite a good expression. To have it all. Does Salto have it all? Okay, there's another expression here, boast. Now, if I tell you how good I am at everything and that I'm the best at something, I'm boasting, okay? But when we use it in this context, if a city or a place boasts something, it means that it has something really good, okay? It's not negative in that context. Salto boasts, a Salto department, for example, boasts a lot of different hot springs of different varieties and types of hot springs. So this is something positive that Salto can boast. And they boast lists, and here's a nice expression, a list as long as your arm. Okay, maybe now you have a list of homework from teachers as long as your arm. It means you have a lot. Okay, I like this word iconic. Okay, iconic buildings, something that you really recognize. Let's go back to Big Ben. This is an iconic building of London, obviously. And then we get these nice adjectives. Look, gourmet restaurants, not just famous restaurants or big restaurants, gourmet restaurants. We know the food is delicious. And then we got another one, glorious parks, okay, and purpose built. Okay, here's a compound adjective, purpose built sports stadiums. Okay, so if you listen to that and you read it, you realize that this is nice language because it goes here like they're also home to gourmet restaurants, glorious parks, purpose built sports stadiums. Okay, all sorts of places to see and be seen. Well, there's a little passive, that's quite nice. For cities and towns less favorably endowed. Okay, if you're endowed with something, it means you've been given something good, something very important. And if it's less favorably endowed, maybe a smaller town wouldn't have much. It doesn't have much that's particularly important. It doesn't have much to boast. Okay. For cities and towns less favorably endowed, the first step in establishing a brand is to identify. Oh, that's quite nice. The first step in. Notice the preposition. Okay. Is to find a way of communicating these, usually by means of a logo. Sorry, that's my WhatsApp web. I forgot to close it down. And slogan. But getting the logo and slogan right is no mean feat. Okay, this is a good phrase. If something is no mean feat, that means it isn't easy. Okay, it isn't easy. It's difficult. All right. Under no circumstances should visitors. Those that were in my advanced class last year, they know this. This is my favorite grammar point. It's called inversion. Okay. There's a phrase, under no circumstances. The one that first certificate students might know is not only, but. And you might say, for example, not only is coronavirus in Salto, but so is dengue. Okay, but listen to this. Not only is coronavirus in Salto, not only coronavirus is in Salto. We have to make like a question. Not only is coronavirus in Salto, it's a question word order. Very easy to do when you learn it, and it makes a really nice effect on your speaking and your writing. So this would follow with like a question. Should visitors be led to believe a city? Okay, if we take it from here and close, I want to put my hand in front of it, but you won't be able to see that. But if we take it from here, it's like a question. So if we say, under no circumstances should visitors be led to believe a city can promise. Okay, this is inversion. Okay, and finally, well, we'll go to inversion later. It's coming in a later lesson. I may bring it forward if it's too far in the book, because I really would like you to start using that in your speaking and also your writing. Now, no one is impressed if a place calls itself sun-soaked, but is in fact windswept. Okay, and here's a nice collocation: wet and cold, or claims to never sleep, when bylaws oblige all bars and restaurants to close by midnight. Okay, as you see with all texts, or many texts that we meet, it's a mistake just to read them once and leave them. If you really want to develop your language and build it into an advanced English language, we need to go back. We need to look at interesting language. What I would like you to do now is to make a note of those expressions from this lesson. If you like, you can just put, what's the lesson called? I don't know, vocabulary focus, compound words lesson, and you could record them under there. And choose your favorites. Okay, you won't remember them all. I like far-fetched ideas or far-fetched stories. Other words that I like world-renowned. What else? Less favorably endowed. I like this. Okay. So there are many things. Choose the ones you like the sound of. I certainly like inversion. Okay, this is something we need to get to soon. And you can really squeeze the text and start building your language into advance. Well, I really hope that I turned on my microphone this time. I'm pretty sure I did. So I'll get to upload this video for you now.